ends up going with the new group. Time call here. Blazers decide to talk it over.
Fans, join me in thanking your Blazers.
First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. The three from Morant. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. And you look at the leader that MP has become, Greg. He encompasses everything you want from a team captain.
Can lead by example, build teammates up, also willing to get in your face when necessary. MP is probably one of the best leaders and locker room presence in the entire NBA. There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
And there's a whistle that goes on Mr. Clutch.
Personal foul.
That's his first foul.
Third team foul.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Smith the pass to Highland. And he gets the bucket.
Terrific job by Smith to dish that one off to his open teammate right there.
Here's Morant. Against the Lakers, he was really on his game.
And we see Portland revamping on the fly. A lot of changes. But it's not a rebuild. This new roster hoping to keep the Blazers relevant while also giving them a greater upside long term.
Denver's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Highland passes to Smith. Misses off the right iron.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the board. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And for Little, that's a quality find right there, just dropping that pass.
The Nuggets trail by 4. Here's Highland. Last game out, he had 14. From 12 feet out. And Winslow pulls it down.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
To the paint, here's Morant. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. And 12 points for Mr. Clutch. Well, it's no secret that MP was a very controversial pick, Greg, by this team. The debate between him and Shep Owens will be argued for a long time, I'm sure.
And you can see both sides of the argument. A player who does the little things versus an athletic monster with upside. The fan base, though, has made it pretty clear they want it on.
He'd love to make him pay for giving up that wide-open jumper. Just unable to...
The end of 1 with the score. Your Trailblazers, 24. The Nuggets, 18. Substitution on the court. At the line for the Nuggets.
In for Grant. Josh Hart comes in for Mr. Little. Simons, he's checked in for Sharp. And it's Morant in for Gary Payton.
Jamal Murray more and more has come into his own as a player capable of shouldering the offensive load and being a leader for his team at times.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, they've got Nikola Jokic. Green is out there with Murray. It's Najee in at the power forward. Here's Jokic after the made shot from Morant. Fires the 3. The shot off that time. Portland's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. From beyond the arc, it's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
First 3 of the quarter and 3rd overall, guys. The defense might want to step up just a little bit on him from this point on.
And then Murray with the jam.
And Murray shooting with this kind of efficiency. Look how fired up the bench is.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Winslow is screen on Murray. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Highland passes to Jokic. Inside. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession. Checked in for Murray.
Blazers ball. Now on the floor for the
Portland leading.
Smith.
52 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And that one's good. Morant.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
And here they come. Fires from 18. And good. Friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Morant's got the lead up to 6 now for the Trailblazers. Here's Highland. Covered by Simons. And another miss by Denver.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Connects from three-point range.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
Smith kicks to Jokic. And just miss after miss right now. Up top, Hart. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
And so is Portland, holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll return shortly.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first half performance it's been for the Portland Trailblazers.
Relying on their subs to carry the load offensively, man. That's their recipe. Some terrific role players on this team, or as you would say, Shaq, the others.
Yeah, you got a bunch of microwaves on that bench.
And now we turn our attention to the Western Conference standings here in the early going.
You take a look at Portland.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
Keep going in the second half. Wow.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. What can you say, Mr. Clutch? An impressive effort here today.
Yeah, and the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
In at the guard spots, Lillard and Sharp. Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. And it's Morant in at the 3 spot.
Oh. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. I think it's pretty clear, Greg, what the goal is for this Denver organization long term.
It's simple, Kevin. Make it to the finals. The Nuggets have never been there. They've been close reaching a conference finals on more than one occasion.
Lillard, the pass to Morant. Nurkic, a screen on Caldwell Pope. Morant finds Nurkic. Yep, that one goes in there. Nurkic has got 8.
Well, Nurkic is so big, does a great job, and fends off the defense on his way to the score.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Porter passes to Murray from deep 3-point range, and no good that time. Now Portland takes it the other way. Now the pass to Morant. Grant sets a screen for Morant. Good on the bucket. Morant's got 28.
Well, the talk at halftime must have been a good one. Right now, 3 straight buckets to start the quarter.
Pass to Porter. And finished off by Porter.
And Murray with an instinctual play there. He has that ability. He can see the play, it evolves, and then he makes a quick decision.
Lillard against Murray. Pass to Grant. Morant outside. The tray. And it's Portland with the 3.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Murray outside. Jokic, rebound by the Trailblazers. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Michael Porter Jr. was a top prospect in his high school class, but his back injury has presented a constant challenge. He says, it changed my perspective. I'm just going to get up every day and try to be better than I was the day before. If I'm giving my best every day, then I'm good. Back to you guys.
Well, you hope he stays healthy. That has been a concern. Thanks, David. On you talk to the great ball handlers, and they say, Greg, that footwork is an underappreciated aspect of it. Why is that?
It's like a dance. You're eluding the defender mostly with your feet. But the ball handling part is just making sure the ball comes
2
along
minutes remaining
for
in
the
the
rider.
third. 2 minutes.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Brett,
And your Trailblazers youth dance team. One more time.
and it's Porter with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with. They've got Michael Porter. Bruce Brown is out there with Jokic. Then there's Murray. And it's Highland in at the shooting guard position. Murray, no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here's Morant. And he makes that one. Morant's got 36.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Jokic with the screen on Morant. And it's Jokic missing.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
And he's good on the three ball.
Well, he should be playing this game with an apron on because he's cooking right now.
Murray against Morant. Wasted no time on that one.
This is what Jamal Murray does. He hits shots.
Murray against Morant. Driving to the basket. And finished off by Morant.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. And here's Brown outside. And Winslow pulls it down. Winslow's got his fourth rebound in this one. Now here's Morant for three. And the Trailblazers another three.
I mean, this guy is unreal. What a show.
Denver's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Passes it to Porter. Now Jokic. Here for a three-point play.
And they haven't had much success in the paint since halftime. I mean, the offense sort of stuck on the perimeter. They need to get a little bit more inside-out balance.
Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. The Nuggets also changing it up. Green comes in for Michael Porter. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Jamal Murray. Back to Payton. Clock at 6. To the middle. Here's Morant. The shot's good. Morant's got 46 points.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
And the play-in tournament, Greg, is here to stay, but the terminology is somewhat in limbo. Is that going to be part of the play?
And one MP. Let's go!
Maybe the tournament postseason should cover both the play-in and the play-off. Something to think about.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Eubanks is checked in. Here's Smith.
2 minutes in the game.
That one misses. And it's Portland the other way. And it's Morant missing. For Denver, they've gone just 33% for the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. For three, Caldwell-Pope. And another miss by Denver.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Portland again missing. The Nuggets shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Shoots inside, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And Portland with the ball. They're on a 15-5 run.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Trailblazers.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Mr. Clutch.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Jokic is checked in. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. To the wing right side. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
And Jokic's decision-making is absolutely elite, taking that catch and shoot that time.
Morant's against Smith. Good on the shot. Morant's got 51.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Tries a 3. Unable to get that one. Smith outside. And so Portland takes this one.